Hey Taurus, happy birthday. Hope you guys are doing well. So I wanted to go ahead and do your reading. Of course, today out of all days is when I finally feel we should do your reading. But anyways, I'd like to start off by saying thank you to all of my supporters for every like, comment, share, every subscribe. Like, I see everything, like even if I may not get to it or may not get to it as soon as I'd like to, I do see everything and I appreciate every ounce of support. Even my donations, like any amount of contribution is appreciated and will never be taken for granted. I love you guys so, so much. With that being said, if you do feel called to contribute, I do have links down below. I have a donation link via PayPal. You can Venmo me or you can Cash App me as well. If you have any questions regarding that, you can message me. I do take personal readings and I do personal healing sessions, and I have healing products as well. And you can find all of that on my website at RuchiDarji.com. Once again, any questions or concerns, feel free to message me. What else? We have a Patreon page for Patreon members where we do weekly readings. Every week we look into affirmations, we look into challenges, guidance, and then divine feminine and masculine updates and energy and guidance as well. And then I started some other stuff on there as well with the basic tier, which includes the weekly readings, where sometimes we will do random messages throughout the week. I will do random pulls to show my appreciation for my members, because without you guys, I don't know where I would be. And then we have like other levels as well, so you can get a monthly reading with me as well, and then you can get a monthly and weekly as well. So whatever you guys feel that you would like. So yeah, if you feel called to work with me in that way, then feel free to join. The lowest tier is $5.55 to access a lot of extra exclusive content, which I think is freaking awesome. What else? I've started doing daily tarot with Ruchi on Insta. So I read for each zodiac sign, and you get a couple sentences or channeled message or a card every day. And I think that's it. Be sure to check your sun, moon, and rising for these readings, and you can check your Venus as well if you want to particularly look into the love or financial department. If your sun or one of those like major placements does not resonate, I would look into the other placements. One of them will resonate. I will be offering extendeds, so if you feel called to do so, definitely message me, and links for that will be down below as well. How to get the extended, where to send payment, how much, etc., etc. And yeah, alright, so we're going to go ahead and look at challenges, get some deeper messages with some tarot, and then get some guidance. And then the extended, we're going to get some messages from your higher self. We're going to look way deeper into love messages and guidance, particularly maybe how they feel about you if it is regarding someone, and just overall take a deeper look. Alright, so let's get started. For Taurus placements for April 15th to 30th, I know it's not the 15th anymore, but it still resonates, okay? If the messages resonate, take them. They are timeless, so don't just, fall for the dates. If they resonate at any time you come across this, please take the messages. Alright, that intro was so long, I'm so sorry. Okay. Alright, let's get some challenges for Taurus for this time period, for the second half of April. We have surrender procrastination. So one thing I love about Tauran season is how we can self-nurture and we can really rest up and not feel guilty about it. But as always, there's always duality in everything. There's always a bad to the good and a good to the bad, right? And sometimes we can get caught up in just feeling like, hey, I don't want to do shit. And you get lazy. So it looks like the second half of the month, you're kickstarting your season off with needing to work on this specifically. The message here is now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So learning that there is a balance, right? Like I said, there's always duality. So there is a balance. Definitely rest so you can be productive with the energy that you do put forward, but don't just sit around. Don't get too comfy in this, okay? Let's get another challenge for this time period. Surrender to setting limits. Don't feel... That's interesting this is coming out. I feel like some of you feel like if you don't put in an X amount of work, you're not going to get an X amount of results or return of investment, for lack of better terms. That's the first thing I want to say. Now, the second thing I will say is literally boundaries here. The message here is, it is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. So I'm just going to give y'all a closer look here for both these cards. Trying not to get the ring light glare in there. So maybe a lot of people are going to be testing you. They're going to be pushing you, is what I'm getting, honestly. Like pushing you to the limit. And shoot, I don't think it's going to end well. I feel like the stubborn bulls that you are sometimes may want to like butt heads. Not going to be cute. So pay attention to that, okay? Be aware of it, at least. If you know that you're prone to react a certain way, pull back. Pull back immediately. Especially, I feel like a specific situation, a specific person is going to be irking you a lot. It may even be your own mentality and behaviors, okay? It doesn't have to always be a person. Okay, let's look deeper into this. What is, yeah. A lack of moving forward, Chariot in reverse. Not being able to move forward. You know something else? The Chariot is associated with decisions. So until there is a decision that isn't made, you can't move forward. Maybe is that why you're like procrastinating on making a decision? Is that what that is? So there's just a procrastination altogether? There's no movement forward? What are y'all doing? What is this? Yeah, there's a lack of clarity, so there's a lack of decision. So there's lack of movement forward. Come on, guys. Domino effect. It's very clear here. And it may have to do... Okay, this is in reverse. I got y'all. We have 2 tens. Wow. So this has to do with... Okay. I'm getting a couple things here, so we'll just go at one thing at a time. All right. For some of y'all, this is going to have to do with money. And for a lot of you all, this is going to have to do with something that you've been waiting for, what feels like forever. You're becoming very impatient with something. You feel like there's too much hard work to put in regarding this family life that you've been wanting for a long time. The Ten of Pentacles, for me, represents the happy home, happy married life, happy lifestyle. The Ten of Pentacles is financial abundance, emotional fulfillment, all of it tied into one. Being able to live a comforting lifestyle, luxurious lifestyle, and a happy lifestyle with the person whom you love. But the fact that it's coming out in reverse is that you don't feel this way, and you may even feel like it may not be possible for you. Maybe that's what you're setting limits to. Maybe you're setting limits on what this can be for you because you're making it seem to be, like you're making your mind think it has to be a specific way. For some of you, there's a decision that you have to make regarding family or your home life. And because of this lack of decision, whatever you're feeling impatient about is just going to keep getting worse. You're burdening yourself and no one else with this Ten of Wands here. For some of you, this does involve other people. Let's get a bit more organized here. I'm going to get 2 more cards here, okay? I feel like you guys are being very stubborn about what this has to be for you. Like, like what this happy married family life has to be like for you, and you're not considering other people. Yeah, Two of Wands in reverse as well. Indecision. You're not able to see this future because you have not decided that something has to shift here. Ace of Cups in reverse. Something's really not fulfilling you. Hangman. And you know what the issue is? It's up and it's up, right? It's not reverse. The Hangman is about understanding things from a different point of view, from a different perspective. And until you see this different perspective, you've turned your back to this. It's in reverse. You refuse to see it. You refuse to see it. You think that the world can only look one way. That your world can only look one way, and you're not going to budge for anyone. Well, it's just going to keep bringing on more anxiety. Even though it's reversed, it's still anxiety, right? So make some decisions, and get clear on what you want. I think it was 11:11 when I said that, so there's that. You don't need to be in this energy anymore. So flip it up, like, I mean, don't flip it up right, actually, because that's conflict. But the fact that it is already in reverse is that you are working on your way of getting out of this. And I do see you getting out of this. I do. Then we have the Six of Swords. We do have the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. But we're going to leave that for the extended, okay? But I do see movement here. But it's only when you choose to see things differently. It's a lot about conditioning and programming, too, right? It's about feeling that it has to be a specific way because this is how it's always been. So why do we need to change what's already perfect? Well, sweetie, is this perfect to you? Is it? Because it's in reverse. That means something's really not fulfilling you on every front. Financial, emotional, mental, spiritual, like all of it. And it's all because you lack this clarity. This clarity is only going to come in if you open up to other perspectives, to other ideals, other beliefs. Just because you grew up into it and just because things have always been, like, I feel face value for you guys, whoever is resonating with this, doesn't mean it's right. And that's what I think is trying to be shown here. Give me a second, I realize there's a glare here. So we're gonna take care of that. Is that better? Yes, okay. All right. Let's keep going though, okay? Let's get some guidance regarding this. Time to go. Exactly. It's time to go. It's time to let go of ideals, beliefs that no longer serve you and that no longer resonate with you. I don't know if this is focusing or not, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to use my phone with the live stream this time, and I'm not sure how it's working out. We'll see. Okay, let's shimmy this over here. Yeah, I do see you guys moving forward. It's just going to be at different times for a lot of you. It's going to be different for everyone, which is natural. I just hope it's not as far along as we'd hope. Now we also have Mending and Truth Be Told. For those of you who do not follow me at Insta, we had these two exact cards come out for the week read. And I had a feeling it was going to come up in your reading because we're starting off Taurus season like this. I had a feeling. We have Mending and Truth Be Told. So time to go, you already saw. Mending is all about mending relationships that mean something to us. And this includes with ourselves, okay? Just because we talk about relationships doesn't always have to mean that it has to be romantic. It can be platonic, it can be through family and friends as well. But of course, naturally, intimate relationships too. We also have Truth Be Told. It's that same thing. Anything that's of your core essence needs to be realized here. Your truth needs to come out from your heart space. I know, like, it's a bit weird, but there's an owl here that has these windows open. There's a face inside, and it looks like it is at the center of his chest. It's coming out from his heart. We have all these hearts flying out. The windows are open. I also just heard love is in the air, so for a lot of you, this may have to do with the romantic partnership. But we have a golden mask here underneath. For a lot of you, you guys have been putting on a front, and it ain't cute. Until you're able to take this mask off and allow yourself to be completely vulnerable, allow yourself to at least admit these truths to yourself, you are not going to see it reflected in your external. And it's taking a toll because you're attracting this because it's what you've been doing to yourself. As above, so below, but as within, so without. The energetic frequency you are vibrating at is exactly what you're going to manifest right back to you as your reality, as your experience. What do I mean when I say that? For some of you, I feel like you're a bit confused. When I say that, I mean the thoughts that we allow ourselves to dwell in, past or future, or even bringing those past or future thoughts into the present. It robs us of that current moment. It's very important that we are self-aware and mindful of where we put our energy to. For example, if we are dwelling on the past and anxious and feeling shameful and feeling guilt and regret, and we bring that in the present moment, we are vibrating at that frequency. It's a lower vibration. Anything that's of jealousy, guilt, shame, fear, anxiousness, all of that, that's lower vibrations. We are telling the universe we want more of what we are currently vibrating at when we do that. So instead of doing that, it's time to shift our focus onto feeling hopeful, wanting to open ourselves up to different experiences, endeavors, and avenues, whatever this may be for you. Abundance of any form, right? Finance, love, health, self-awareness, and healing. Like, you name it, you got it. But until you realize where you need to put your energy, this is not going to shift. You have been setting the limits yourself, Taurus. You have. And you know this. Bottom of the deck, we have deep knowing. You know this. You know what you want. But there's something holding you back, and I'm not sure what this is, but hopefully in the extended we can look at that a bit further, okay? I'm going to close this reading out with one more message here. Okay, apparently we're going to flip the whole thing, says Spirit. Okay, one card face up for Taurus for the second half of the month. We have the Hungry Ghost. Wow, I'm not surprised. We have the Hungry Ghost with obsessions, scarcity, consciousness, and attachment with number 14. This card has been coming up so much lately in the readings I've been doing, the personal readings. I can't even. All right, let's read it, okay? Since it's upright, it's our ally, not a challenger. When the hungry ghosts appear on your path, they may not at first seem like allies, because they represent your constant focus on the past and the consuming desire to know the future, which rob you of your true present. I can't make this shit up, guys. I literally just channeled that. This is just confirmation for a lot of y'all skeptics out there. But in fact, they are here in the service of alerting you to obsessive thinking and addictions. They're masters at magnifying repetitive behaviors. So you have been doing this to yourself, as I said, right? And I feel like this has been a vicious cycle for you guys because, hello, 10s are all about cycles. You've been putting this burden on yourself, refusing to change in some way. That stubbornness is truly coming out. The message is for you to examine whether you're doing the same thing over and over while expecting a different result. This time will be different, and I have control over this, are false statements and a sign of deep denial of the truth. Now is the time to let go of that thinking. Surrender your will, your life, your heart's desires, and all that pains you to the divine. Order will be restored in your world. The hungry ghosts also bring understanding about the distractions of life that seduce you into forgetting what you really desire. They're asking you to become aware that what others want and what the culture dictates will make you happy may not be what's best for you. Exactly what I channeled, you guys. Last paragraph here. Don't get caught up in outside appearances. All that glitters may not be gold, at least not for you. Look beyond the veneer and you will find the true substance in your life. You deserve nothing less. Truly, guys, you guys have been setting limits. You've been setting the limits on yourself. You're settling, and God knows why. But let's take a deeper dive into the extended, okay? If this resonates, I will meet you on the other side if you're so inclined to. If not, you're welcome to book a personal reading. I don't know. Meet me somewhere on some platform and we will chat soon. Bye, guys.